NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Giants of Brooklyn taking on the Detroit Lions. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to go to the air right away. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards.
Well, Mark, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. On first down, Moreno. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Five wide. Brown 80.
Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And in for the Lions touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Buffalo 18. Come on, 19 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Richardson. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game. So offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Cowboy 80.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Richardson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This ain't what you want. Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Ready? Ready?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
19.
Richardson working from the gun. Open man downfield is Johnson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Richardson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now it's Richardson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 13. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 7, get it. 19,
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
At the 41-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Here's 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Third and 3.
To throw, it's Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by Callum. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So
so many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Brown 80.
Throwing now is Allen. Complete to Kelly. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Lions add 6 to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Lions 17. Giants nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Cup 19.
Richardson looking to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
17-0 our score after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Maverick, 60, Dragon 6, Japanese, Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Bronco 80.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
officially it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen finds Gibbs on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Allen going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 45-yard line.
Alert!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
That's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. To the air, Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Drop 60. Ready, go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
70.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Richardson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Richardson. Again, it's Johnson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Viking 18. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Come on, 18, Pioneer, Cowboy 80.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. Great opportunity for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Break the trumpet off, then break you off something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch these things when I blow my.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Second half action back underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Richardson off the play fake.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Okay,
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Richardson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
And they're on 17-yard line.
We go from sorry inside to ready to grab them. To get to the front, I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we've been lacking, my bro, so what are we lacking? I could point it down, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Don't they send the hounds by me in that.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll power his way out near the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now Allen. Looking for Murphy, and he finds it complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The end result, 21 yards.
He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, choose is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
319! Alert! What's that?
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Catch made here by Campbell. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 14.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Richardson looking to throw this. Back to the same target, Campbell.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
coaches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Liking 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go now.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Theo Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter.
Extra point safely through. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kelly. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. And it's a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. First down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Moreno. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
319!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Still going. Touchdown, Giants! A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
Lions 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Allen going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Alert, alert, alert! Ready? Half 85, half 85. What's that?
Back to throw. Allen. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. Back. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now it's Richardson.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's 2nd down.
319.
Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Allen going to change it up. Now Allen.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Leads to second and
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hey, tight. Regular.
Now Allen.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Third down and goal coming up here. To throw is Allen.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
number 33.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
319. Monday.
Here's Allen.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hayden.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now, the Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup.